Okay, welcome. So we're going to get started right away by first setting up our Gnosis Safe multi-sig wallet. So head over to the Gnosis Safe website and we're going to click Open App. And from here, we're going to click Create Safe. So make sure you connect your wallet. My wallet has already been connected. And for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to be setting this up on Rinkeby. But make sure that when you're setting up your DAO that you are on Ethereum, you're on mainnet. If make sure you're on this option here, so switch it to Ethereum. I'm sticking on Rinkeby just because I have this test environment set up here. But once you have that, you're gonna click continue, and you can give your safe a name. You don't have to, but maybe you want to call it the name of your DAO. Um, so for this example, I'm going to call this Coterie Test DAO. And I'm going to click continue. And here's the important part. This is where you're going to add the addresses of your multi-sig signers. So let's say for any transaction to go through, you need the confirmation of two or three addresses. So what you would do is you get those addresses and you click this add another owner and you paste them in there just like this. And let's say any transaction that needs to go through needs the confirmation of two of the three or three of the three or however many signers you have. You set it up the way you want. So for this tutorial, I'm just going to do one of three. And once you've done that, you can also give these addresses names. So maybe you want this to be like signer 1, signer 2, or maybe this one could be like Bob. It's all up to you. Now, once you have that filled out, click continue and make sure your settings are all good. And again, make sure you're on mainnet, or you're on Ethereum, you're not on Rinkeby, because the safe that you make will only work on that chain. So if you make a safe on Rinkeby, it'll only be on Rinkeby. If you make a safe on Ethereum, it'll only work on Ethereum. So make sure you have the correct chain set up here. So now I'm going to click create and pay for gas. And we're just going to wait for the transaction to go through. Awesome. So it says here our safe was created, and we're going to click get started. It's going to load up our safe. Awesome. So it says here we have just created our safe and we can continue. And that's it. We have successfully created our safe. Now in here, this is where all of your assets will be stored. So all of your NFTs, any crypto. Keep in mind you can only store any ERC20, ERC721. You cannot store anything that's not on Ethereum on here. So make sure that you only put Ethereum assets into this safe. So here it'll show like our balances for our coins, and our NFTs will be in here. And that's how we Gnosis. So now on the next step, what we're going to do is we're going to set up our DAO. Okay, so now head over to the Coterie Capital website, and on here, this is where we're going to actually set up our DAO and set up our token that our members can mint. So once you're on the site here, you're going to click create your DAO, and it's going to ask you to connect your wallet. Now, since I'm on Rinkeby, it's asking me to switch to mainnet, and make sure you do switch to mainnet. But again, for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to stay on Rinkeby. If you're using the website right now, it won't work on any other network than mainnet, so make sure that you switch to mainnet. But once you have that all set up, you can then set up your DAO. Now, to set this up, I'm going to first type in the name of the DAO. So it was like Coterie Test DAO. Let's say I want to have only 50 people in here maximum. And the description, I'm going to call this, this will just show up on OpenSea underneath the token. So you can put something like, this is Coterie Test DAO token, or it's up to you. You can put any description here, and you can always change this later. Now the last option here, this is really cool. This is called a Ricardian LLC, and you can mint one of these and put it into your multisig. Now, if you want to know, you want to learn more about what a Ricardian LLC is, click this right down here. to learn more about that. But if you want to use this option, just press this checkbox here, and that's it. I'm not going to use one for the sake of this tutorial, but if you want to use it, use it. Okay, so then we're going to hit next, and we're going to upload our NFT picture. So this will actually show up on OpenSea. I'm going to upload this. I'm just going to use the Coterie logo. And for the token name, this is just going to be like the name of your tokens. Maybe you can call this. So it's some kind of like ticker symbol for your DAO. So something like this, or it could be DAO, or the name doesn't matter. It's just something that signifies that it's your DAO. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to hit next. And then here, this is where you're going to put your multi-sig wallet in here. So you head back to your safe, and right over here, you click this button, and copy the address, and paste it in here. Make sure you remove this part that tells you like what network it's on, and you just leave the address. And if you want, you can also, if someone referred you to Coterie and you want to give them a % of mint proceeds as well, you can put the referral address in here. That's it. We are good to go. We can hit preview. Make sure all your settings are good. You can always go back and change if you missed something, but there you go. You can hit launch, and this will pop up, and all you have to do next is just pay gas. And then you're gonna pay gas here. So just click confirm. And this will pop up. So make sure you stay on this page, wait for the transaction to go through. Because once that goes through, as it does here, it says success. Well, we have actually just made our DAO, and that's all it took. So now that our DAO is created, we're gonna set up our first mint. So this has to be done through Gnosis. But to do this, it's super easy. Just follow these steps. So first step is we're going to copy this setup link here. Now this might pop up. Just click confirm, and this will take you to Coterie's app. This is the Gnosis app, where you can change all of your settings. You can create a new mint, withdraw the funds to your safe. You just mess around. You can check out the app here. But what we're going to do is we're going to create a new token. We're going to create our first mint. So to do this, you can just fill in this form. So let's say I want each of my DAO tokens to cost 0.01 ETH. And I'm going to set the start time to, let's say 1 o'clock. And I want this to end a week from now. So you change all that, you set the time, the supply of how many tokens in total. I'm going to put, you can put a number, you can put 0, however you want. The mint limit is the maximum number of tokens each member can mint. So let's say it's going to be 5 or 4 or 3, up to you. I'm not going to put a limit. And then the token metadata, this is important. This will actually, this is what shows, like the picture and the description. This is what will have it show up on OpenSea. So where do we get this? Well, it's actually this link right here. So you click copy token metadata, and then you paste that in there, and that's it. You click create, you submit the transaction, sign it or execute it, and there you go. Now, if you have more than one person on your multi-sig, which you probably do, you'll actually have to go to the transactions here. All of the, well, whatever, let's say you said 2 of the 3 signers need to sign for a transaction to go through. Make sure they all sign and they execute it, and there you go. So once you've done that, your mint is ready to go. You can now copy this mint invite link, and if we go to it, you can see that we have this here. We can look, the metadata has loaded. We can connect our wallet. So you can see here like 0.01 ETH, which is what I set, and this is the name here. Click connect wallet, and MetaMask, and look, they have the images here as well. And let's say I want to mint 5 of these. So the price will update, the total will update here. So I can print, I'll mint 5 of these. And then I'm going to accept the terms of service. If you want to view our terms of service, just click this right here. But then once you have all that filled out, you just click mint now. You pay the gas. Wait for it to go through. Message will pop up. And there you go. That's how you use the minting page. So there you go. You got your safe set up, you got your DAO made, and you created your first funding round. And you can now close this page. This is all good to go. And you can even see on here that for the transaction went through. So all good, all is well. So now if I want to see how many tokens I own, you want to see all that, you can actually go to OpenSea, testnet OpenSea here. If you my profile, and you can see right on here, the image is here, description is here. It says I own 5, and that's it. That's how easy it is to set up a DAO and token with Coterie.